As long as she's been with Eric Trump, Lara Trump has been in the public eye, and where her fashion sense was once refined and practical, her style has grown much more conspicuous over the years. It must run in the family. After they began dating in 2008, Eric and Lara spent Thanksgiving that year at Mar-a-Lago. In photos from the trip, Lara can be seen in a strapless, satin red dress with ruching, seemingly chosen to match Eric's red tie. It's also evident from the photo that Lara dyed her hair, since dark brown strands can be seen peeking out from the outer layer of almost platinum blonde. Lara's dress definitely fits the vibe of a Florida Thanksgiving, and the simple, somewhat laid-back look was pretty on brand for her and Eric before the Trump family's foray into politics. A few years later, the Trump couple headed to Staten Island Zoo for National Zookeeper Week in July 2012. For that outing, Lara opted for another casual look. She wore a black tank top, cropped gray cargo pants, and tan sandals. Her hair color was still brown and blonde, but this time her locks were crimped. It also fits the vibe of the zoo trip, since the pair were up close and personal with some feathered friends. Eric, however, was still dressed in a button-up shirt and slacks. Perhaps he should have followed his girlfriend's footsteps and dressed down to visit the animals. Notably, 2012 is the year Lara began her work at Inside Edition, so this low-key look was another pre-politics outfit. A few years later, a notable shift would appear when Donald Trump announced his 2016 campaign. A few days later, Lara and Eric hit the red carpet at a party for the now-defunct Hudson Mod magazine. It seems that Lara's sense of style had now shifted to the preppier side.
Preppy, what are you doing here?
Her hair was much more blonde than it had been previously. She also seemed to be wearing darker eye makeup and lipstick. As for her dress, she wore a striped knee-length piece with a belt and black-heeled sandals. The embracing of preppy fashions continued in September 2015, when Lara shared a photo on Instagram with Eric and their dog. In the snapshot, she wore a patterned black and white shirt, black pants, and black loafers. The month prior, Lara took to Instagram to share a selfie in a white Make America Great Again baseball cap, fully showing support for her father-in-law's political career. Before long, Lara officially became entrenched in the MAGA-verse and Donald Trump's political career. When this happened, three staples staked their claim in her wardrobe: pencil skirts, power suits, and high heels. Case in point, in September 2018, when Donald spoke at the United Nations General Assembly, Lara wore a khaki-colored pencil skirt with a black blouse and cream-colored heels. It seems this color scheme was coordinated, as her sisters-in-law Tiffany and Ivanka were also wearing neutrals. That December, Lara wore a navy blue suit while carrying her son Luke around the Oval Office. Fittingly, her pointy heels matched the blazer and pants. As time went on, she continued to style these staples in new ways. While speaking at the Conservative Political Action Conference in February 2020, Lara went for a white turtleneck and a dark magenta pencil skirt. In all these instances, Lara's hair was curled or wavy and dirty blonde. That hairstyle would become her go-to in coming years. In early 2024, Lara's political involvement increased even more when she was given a co-chair position for the Republican National Committee. With that change, it looks like she's also embraced an increase in tackiness. She donned an Oscar Lopez American flag dress on Election Day 2024, and that wasn't even the most ostentatious look she had that day. The dress she wore for Donald's victory speech that night featured black long sleeves with sequins on the bodice and feathery cuffs on the sleeve hems. Whether or not she donned that outfit before the election was called, she certainly looked ready to celebrate. Only time will tell if Lara will dial it back after her father-in-law's inauguration. But for now, we'll just have to keep tabs on her Instagram and new athleisure clothing line to see what direction she takes her style next.